So every time you see the First Amendment, I want you to think of RAPS, okay? Think of RAPS, all right? So RAPS, religion, assembly, okay? Petition the government, freedom of the press, and speech, all right? This is your ticket to understanding the First Amendment. And please forgive my drawing skills, that's actually a lot harder than it looks. All right, so anytime you are talking about the First Amendment, right, you have the freedom of religion, you have the freedom to assemble, you have the freedom of the press, you have freedom to petition the government, the freedom of speech. The answer here is A. All right, right to bear arms, that's your Second Amendment. Protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, that's your fourth. Right to a speedy trial, sixth. All right, so let's take a look at number 9. The 10th Amendment reserves powers to which entities? All right, A, the federal government only, B, the states of the people, C, the judiciary, and D, the international organizations. So obviously international organizations is not going to be correct, all right? We don't reserve rights for international organizations. That's not really how the Constitution works, all right? B, the states of the people, C, the judiciary. So the judiciary obviously doesn't inherently have rights preserved for it either. And we know that the federal government is almost anti-preserving rights for itself. So the best answer here is going to be B. All right, so when you look at the 10th Amendment, remember that any power that is not expressly given to the federal government, right, meaning it is written down in the U.S. Constitution in Article 1, it gets reserved for the states or the people, okay? And the idea behind that is if we listed every single right that a citizen of the United States has, the document would be literally infinitely long because you can't list every single right. So a better way of kind of crafting this and differentiating between the rights for or powers of the federal government and the rights of the people is just to specifically list the rights of the government, and anything that isn't listed is reserved for the states of the people. Okay, last one here. Let's take a look at number 10. What did John Locke's social contract theory emphasize? So A says separation of powers within government. B is a strong monarchy ruling over people. C, government power based on the consent of the governed. And D, equal outcomes for all individuals. So D is almost impossible, right? To have equal outcomes for all individuals is a very, very hard thing. You can't really theorize that anyway. A is separation of powers within government. Okay, it's a good idea, but we also just talked about who had the idea of separation of powers, and that is Montesquieu, not John Locke. Okay. B, a strong monarchy ruling over people. A lot of times this will never be the answer, especially if you're studying American civics.